down and say, okay, yeah, we can give up a monument dedicated to our national hero for money, and they don't even tell you where he putting it. That's slavery and colonialism of the highest order.
Let me tell you what. Now, let me tell you what upset me. When I didn't wasn't as much of I was a bit disappointed with the Cecil Wallace Whitfield building, but we have a lot of different businesses inside that building. The Prime Minister office is in that. I don't think that we don't need that to honor him, Cecil. We could do something else.
Hold on. That's not a decision for you to make. The fact is, the building was already in his honor.
Yeah, but somebody named that.
But Shelley, we named it in honor.
Look at how many different times. Look at how many different times they changed the names of different roads. Who was Harold? Harold had to be in somebody. Why we named that Harold Road? Who was Harold?
Hold on. The first thing is you have to buy into the concept. And the concept that we're dealing with is, are we going to make it policy to destroy and devalue Bahamians, or is it going to be our policy to build up Bahamians? See, that's the first choice you have to make. And depending on which choice you make, it's going to determine the route you go. Right now, we're going in a route that's to our detriment. Right now, we have 100-some murders. You know why? Bahamians don't care about each other. We talk about, oh, we need to go back and take a family to raise a family. But if it takes that, you have to honor your people. And we are not doing that. See, action speaks louder than words. Again, I'm sitting here, and if I say you do that to Sir Cecil and you do that to Sir Randol, what you gonna do to me?
And Charlie, I agree.
So you know Mr. Christie and Ingram in trouble, what we can do with their monuments.
And I agree with you. I think what we need more than handing out a 6-week job or handing out a temporary job, right? We need to inspire our people. I mean, just look at, I don't know about you, but I can speak for me. Just look at me, for instance. I mean, I am so passionate about the film industry. I'm so passionate about taking broadcasting to the next level in the Bahamas, you know. And I've tried so many avenues, and I just can't seem to get the support.
Well, you know why you can't get the
support? I don't want to hand out, you know. I just want to hand out. You know why you can't
get the support? You know why you can't get the support? Because people don't believe in Bahamians. See, whatever you want to do is just a manifestation of the foundation. If we have a policy where Bahamians are building Bahamians, you would get the support that you want. And every other Bahamian and every other avenue. But if we don't have a concept of building Bahamians and moving in that direction of building Bahamians, film, sports, education, whatever, and we going in the opposite direction of destroying Bahamians, well, you're not going to get those different supports that you need to be built. We rather build the roads. Like, that's something so impressive. Yeah, the road look nice, but I broke, I hungry. The only thing the road could be good for is the ambulance could probably move smoother to get you to the hospital.
All right,
you might die en route.
I wasn't supposed to talk, but crime, and I wasn't supposed to talk about,
but it's all connected. It's all connected.
Right? But essentially, yeah, let's talk. You know, every day I turn on my radio, I listen to a talk show. Every time I go on the internet, everyone is saying, fire the Minister of National Security. The Commissioner of Police is lost. I mean, they're attacking everybody. Hubert Ingram got to go. The FNM government is do this. The FNM government do that. When the PLP come back in power, you need to put the PLP back. You need to do this. You need to do that. Charlie Moss, as Bahamians, what do we need to do? What is the solution that we need?
The solution is very simple. We need to change our leadership in this country, Mr. Ingram, Mr. Christie. They don't have any sense of national pride. Any leader, who sits down and agrees with a policy, a concept to destroy, devalue, disrespect Bahamians, it's not for us. How could you tell me that you care about me when you're willing to show me what you're going to do to Sir Cecil and to Randol Fawkes? These things are supposed to be non-issues.
These very same leaders were groomed by the father of our nation, Sir Lyndon Pinland. His ideologies were passed on. So
maybe they didn't do a good job.
The people, you saying change them. The next generation in line for the leadership of these both parties would have been groomed by Mr. Ingram and groomed by Mr. Christie.
But again, it's a mindset, and I'm telling you,
even the leader of the DNA, even the leader of the DNA is a protege. Is groomed by Sir Ingram.
Prodigies because we all came up under them in some way, shape, or form. You understand? But the point of the matter is this.
You ever hear the saying, the apple don't fall far from the tree, the chip don't fall far from the block, buddy?
The point is, we have to make a conscious decision as a nation what direction we're going to go in. Is it going to be a policy of ours where we destroy records and symbols of Bahamians, or are we going to build them up? See, the black man history isn't recorded. You know, and you have to be very careful when you let someone record your history, because now your children going to want to know what's the deal. You know, when you read the Bible, it's going to say the son of this one, the son of that one, the son of that one. That's very important legacy, identity. Our legacy, our identity is being diluted and destroyed, and we have leaders that are leading the way in that. So they need to go.
Jelly, let's watch this. I is a FNM, so I don't care who Lyndon Penlin is. I is a PLP, so I don't give two hoots who Cecil Wallace Whitfield is. I don't care.
But you,
he my leader. They could tear his building down.
But you've contradicted yourself. If you are truly a FNM and Cecil Wallace is a founder of the FNM, you've just contradicted
but hold on,
yourself.
Listen,
but what it does, it shows me ignorance. It shows me ignorance.
You won't hear what I say.
See,
Hold
on. If you so much say, I am a this, all right, and you know your history, and this man is the founding father, the creator of this, all right, and you're willing to cast him aside, you just showed me you ain't real.
You misunderstood what I said.
All right,
listen again.
I will.
I say FNM.
Correct.
So I don't give two hoots about who Lyndon Penlin is. They don't need to put no statue or no bus up about him. We don't even need him on the money. I say PLP. So I don't care if they tear down Cecil Wallace Whitfield building. The hell with him. It don't matter anyway. He ain't my hero. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
this is what FNMs are saying, and this is what PLPs are saying. I'm not saying that Utah Taylor Roll is saying this.
But my point is, it simply confirms and corroborates and proves the point that we've done a terrible job.
Back to what I say again, there are no Bahamians in the Bahamas.
The underlying thing is supposed to be, I am a Bahamian. No, yes, they're Bahamians. I'm a Bahamian.
They're either PLPs or like to say they're either PLPs or UBPs who are now presently FNMs. And DNA came from the FNM.
Well, again, it simply shows that we've done a terrible job of enlightening our people. It simply shows, and that is why we ought not go in the direction. And that is why we're facing all the problems we have: illegal immigration, poor standards in school, national debt, 4 billion. Nobody's talking anything about. Nothing is being fixed by these two leaders in the last 20 years, because you know why? They don't have no national pride. I can hit you home with this. Right now, out in the press, right? People talk about confidential informant 1622. It's been alleged, right? How could you be a man of national pride and let people say that they say,
I don't want to talk about that.
No, but you gotta, that strikes to the very core of who you are. My brother, let me tell you something.
Mr. Chelly Moss, listen, man, let's talk about the issues and let's fix the issue. No, I don't want to talk about that.
They all, Utah. I just think it's appalling. And, you know, I just want to position the government to say, look here, there are other alternatives. There are other alternatives to this. We don't need to go this route. It's a bad position
rather than going to the south, you're saying we can cut to the north and inconvenience the church that is over there in the north, and inconvenience the Red Cross that is over in the north.
It's not going that far down. Remember, we were out there. You can just go 2 lanes up.
But then they'll have to take a ban.
When you look at the map right here, okay? It's just this little piece of property right here. You know, this is an option right here. All right? It's just this coming up north right here. The Red Cross way down.
So they won't stay going north. And this is one straight road.
But again,
one straight road. So what you're saying now is curved to the south.
It's a slight put the 2 lanes north.
Almost like a roundabout, and then come back to the south.
Stop lying.
I ain't lying, man. The map right there.
It's not a roundabout. A roundabout is 360 degrees. Stop talking roundabout. Come on, stop that. Stop being disingenuous now. Come on.
No,
tell the truth.
Look at the map.
Listen, I'm looking at the map. All I'm saying is we were out there. You could, instead of taking these 2 lanes right here, you could put them further up to the north. That's it. See, at the end of the day, people do what they want to do.
But why? Right? Why should we do that?
Why should we do it?
Why should we do that when the experts on the road...
These the same experts Utah who get the road all dig up down. And we can't go... These the same experts These the same experts who running over schedule. These the same experts who can't fix immigration, crime, education, food security. Now, these the people you want me to listen to.
Give me a minute now.
No, but just correct me. These the people you want me to listen to? Now, these the people you want me to listen to?
Can I talk on my show now?
I just answer that. They the people you want me to listen to.
Can I speak on my show?
Yeah, answer the question. They the people who can't fix crime, educate.
Bahamian people, all of you leaders out there who love the Bahamas, all of you leaders out there who love God, what you need to do is you need to reach your hand out. Reach out and touch somebody's life. Reach out, extend your hand out and help that little child up. Help him to have confidence and self-esteem in himself. Help her to know that she do not need to give the cookie away to become successful. Help her to know that she can be proud to be a Bahamian and that she can contribute to her country, to the Bahamas. Let's forget about the politicians. Let's forget about the lawmakers. Let's go back to the days when love reigned and God was love. You've been watching Controversy TV. I love you, Bahamas. Good night.